This episode of Boing Boing TV is brought to you by Verizon.
Welcome to Boing Boing TV. I'm Xeni Jardin, and I'm here with Kevin Kelly in his home, in his office, and we're looking at a book, Asia Grace. The photographs in this book, you took these over a course of many, many years.
They're all based on my independent travel in Asia between 1971 and the late 90s. And I took these pictures with probably 5 different kinds of cameras, including little point and shoots. One of the things that it kind of shows is that you can use any kind of a camera. It's like having a good meal and saying, you must use really good pots. Well, no, it's all about the eye.
What started this the series of travels for you?
I went to Asia on the behest of a friend who was studying Chinese in Taiwan. And then once I got onto that, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm in Taiwan, the Philippines is right across the water, or Korea is right across the bay.
The door opens up to just anything.
And then you get there and you keep going and going, and every day you're learning something new. And that was like exploring. It was really very liberating.
Could you show us some images that sort of capture that early sense of time for you?
Yeah, so here's a guy. I was going to the source of the Ganges near Gangatori.
A holy hobo.
He was the holy hobo. He's a sadhu living in a cave. He's got his trident, his little brass pot.
This is the symbol of Shiva?
Yeah, exactly. And he's living there in a cave in the Himalayas. So it was almost like
this is the real
cliche.
Thing. How did you travel from place to place back then?
Basically, buses. Buses, trucks, jeeps. The way I did it was I had a backpack that had nothing in it except rolls of film. And at that time, to tell someone that you took a roll of film a day, they would just be shocked by how much film that was.
Really?
Oh yeah. It was like, a roll a day, that's amazing.
This looks like you're up in the Himalayas.
This is Himalayas, this is Nepal, this is a bamboo bridge in the middle of nowhere.
Did you walk that bridge?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty scary bridge.
Pani stones. So here's how they make lumber. For anybody who's interested in how things are made, you go to Asia and you hang out and you watch, because everything is being made in the street. So I'm a minimalist, and I think that in part came from Asia, where I could see that you don't need very much. Anywhere in the world, no matter where you are and how minimal you are, if you give someone the chance of having a tool, they will take it. And that's what technology gives them. Choices.
Let's take us forward just a little bit more.
Yeah, sure.
I see one photograph that you're moving towards here is marked.
This is the game that they play in Afghanistan called Buzkaji, which means goat ball. And the rules of goat ball are very simple. There's a dead goat, which is the ball. Sometimes they fill it with sand to make it more harder. And you're on horses. And the idea is you have to pick up the goat from the horse, run it around a pole back here, and then come up front and drop it in a circle. They have a little special whip with a mouthpiece to let them hold it in their mouth while they're holding their saddle and this goat. That was a time travel, and then my travels took me through India and Nepal and Himalayas. If there's only one lesson that people should get from a trip to India, is that the Sikhs are not Muslim. So my travels basically ended almost in Iran, where I was working basically for the Shah. I made my way basically to Israel, to Jerusalem for Passover, and I had a religious conversion, and I stopped traveling. I graduated.
Hi, I'm Michael Bay, and I demand things to be awesome. Awesome, pussycat. Awesome barbecue. Awesome pool. That's why I'm getting Verizon Files. With the awesomest upload and download speeds. Yes, sir. Blows cable away.
This is Bios. This is big.
True fans. There were some excerpts from your blog that we've been posting on Boing Boing about 1,000 true fans that have stirred up lots of comments. What, in a nutshell, what's the idea?
The idea of true fans, 1,000 true fans, is a hypothesis that I don't know if it's true, and I'm collecting information, and it's really on the margin of whether it's something that I can prove. But the thesis is very simple, and it says that in this sort of long tail of producers, there seemed to be one way that you were successful, which was you got a hit. You kind of moved up the hit parade, and you got, if you're an artist or a musician or an actor or painter, you got recognized and you had a huge base of fans.
You were number one.
You were number one. If you were able to cultivate, find, identify, and work directly with 1,000 true fans who would purchase anything you produced and would go whatever you sang and would read whatever you wrote and pay maybe between $50 and $100 a year for you, that you would only need 1,000 of them, if they were paying you directly, to support yourself. Rather than try and make it big, you don't need to make it big, you just need to make it strong and deep. Maybe the model is not just brutal, you, the creator, and 1,000 true fans, that there is maybe another intermediary, more of a direct line than going through a larger institution.